We're live again indeed at the Arusha International Conference Center here in Tanzania, where of course the annual meetings of the African Development Bank are underway. Now, as I've said before, what we do is we bring together business people, government people, and I've caught up here with the Mozambican Minister of Science and Technology. Now, as you know, Mozambique is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and that's even before we've talked about the gas and all these other minerals that they are finding. To give us more detail about what they are doing to prepare for that. Minister, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
As we say, we are seeing growth in Africa. The raw numbers show us that growth is actually happening and the numbers are looking good. But there's a big question mark. Are we transforming Africa with the growth that we are seeing? Is this growth that we are seeing inclusive enough? Now, a big part of that answer, of course, is the skills that the people need. From where Mozambique stands, what are you doing to improve people's skills in Mozambique so that we don't bring in foreigners who come in and do the work for us?
Thank you very much for giving me opportunity to speak to you and to your viewers throughout the world, and to say that yes, in Mozambique we believe in ourselves. This is step one, self-esteem.
Right.
And we think we are able to do what we have to do.
Right.
And this is the reason behind the growth that you notice.
Right.
Now, you just picked a very important point that our president, Armando Guebuza, is paying extremely high attention to, is the skill development.
Right.
Based on this, we have established a huge program on technical and vocational training, under which we are bringing in the private sector, the industry, the communities, and we are looking into how best we can speed up the development of our the most valuable capital, the human resources.
Okay, give me figures, Minister, in terms of time frames within which this vocational training program is going, and in terms of target, in terms of numbers of people that you're putting through this program.
We are very sure that if we move as we are moving now,
yeah.
And every 3 years we will have 1,000 new employees graduated to go out for the different areas that they are supposed to fulfill.
Sure.
In the area of ICT in particular, we are looking to 10,000 young people to be trained in every 3 years.
Fantastic.
Yes, yes.
Cool. Your sector, your portfolio also covers, of course, ICT, information communication technology.
Yes.
Now, we know that there's a huge amount of investment that's going into that sector, particularly because of deficits that we've had in the past. There hasn't been enough investment. Let's speak about the government. What are you doing to prepare and enable private sector people to come in and put in this infrastructure?
In the area of ICT or in general?
ICT.
What we have done in the area of ICT, first we established a national ICT policy.
Right.
That shows the different directions that we believe that are the good path for the development of our nation.
Sure.
Alongside with this, we established a strategy. And under this strategy, we have different activities taking place in the private sector, on the education sector, on government itself. The e-government strategy is in place that allows our government to become more responsive to demand of the citizen.
Yeah.
And we make sure that the access to information, to services from the government is more facilitated.
CNBC Africa is about business and markets and numbers and stuff. So now I'm going to ask you, Minister,
yes.
in terms of those government targets, what are the targets for that ICT policy that you've just outlined?
Number one, we said in 10 years we have to have all our province connected to fiber optic, allowing them to be able to exchange information.
This has happened. 10 years.
This has happened already.
Right.
That's what we started some years ago.
Right.
Now we are targeting the 133 districts to be connected. About a fifth of them are already connected to the fiber optic and internet, meaning that access by the Mozambicans will increase. Access by the industry will also increase in terms of internet connectivity and other services that require such connectivities.
Now, Minister, as you said earlier, you are talking here to a Pan-African audience. So, assuming there's a business person who is listening, and I know there are thousands of them that are listening right now, they want me to ask you a question. What are the investment opportunities for them inside Mozambique's ICT sector?
Very high. Number one, we have managed, I know you like numbers.
I like numbers.
Number one, we have managed to create what we, by our parliament. We passed a law on the parliament in which we say a number of incentives are given to the private sector who want to invest in Mozambique. Number one.
Incentives are number
yes,
one.
a couple of them. Number one, as you well know, the land belongs to the state, and we make it available for someone to invest for 50 years, and we have a plus 50 years, and we have a 25 years, provided you are doing the job we want you to provide to Mozambique.
Sure.
We have created what we call by economic special zones, that they have special facilities for people to invest in. Land is one. Number two, we make sure that if you want to assemble hardware in Mozambique, you bring your components and you pay zero taxation. You establish yourself on our facilities for what you want to do.
Right.
On the other hand, we have a couple of taxation that we put on people who are working in Mozambique. We have structured in such a way that in the first 5 years, we don't tax you.
Fantastic. I'm thinking, Minister, I may not be able to stop you, but I must ask you a final question. Now, of course, Southern Africa, South Africa included, won the SKA project. Mozambique is part of that group. What difference will it make to Mozambique? If you can quickly give me your answer.
Number one is fantastic that we managed to pass this, and congratulations to my friend Minister Pandor and the government of South Africa.
Absolutely.
And the second, to say that we as Mozambicans, we are participating, and we will have two big telescope stations. One will be in our Science and Technology Park in Malwani, in Manyisa, and the other one will be in Dombe, in Monica, allowing not only students, but also the business people to exploit the possibility of the telescope.
Again, we're talking about investment opportunity. Minister, I have to stop you because we've
Thank you
run out
very
of time,
much.
but
Thank
I
you
can see
very
we need an hour to go through all the investment opportunities.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Venancio Simao Masinge is the Minister of Science and Technology in
Thank
Mozambique.
you.
Now, Mozambique, of course, as you know, has been in the news lately. We're talking gas, we're talking coal, we're talking agriculture potential. It's a vast land of opportunity.